never give you better. It will never make you feel better, and it will never ever heal you. You will always die inside each day you go back into that world, in the world, to feel better about the world hurting you in the first place. That world don't owe you nothing, and it don't want nothing for you. That's the devil. And so with that being said, I kept losing. And so going back, I was doing those videos in that bed, my leg hiked up higher than the sky, and I'm sitting back where the leg can't move, but I'm posting sexy videos, and then I'm losing weight, not even catching how I'm getting it back, because I can't get up and walk and get no kind of muscles. So my leg got that small. It went from being a tree trunk to that small. And you can see my ribs, not much, but you see my bones and stuff at that time when I was healing from that leg. It was like, it affected everything. It affected everything. It affected the way I thought. It affected the way I was even talking. Like, it affected everything. And yet, I still was trying to find happiness in the world. I couldn't go back to work. The world was shut down at some point. But no. This wasn't during COVID. No. I'm going back to the accident. Yes. So, and how I put things before God. And I kept putting it before God to feel better about the things hurting me in the first place. You see what I'm saying? It's a cycle. You'll never get out of it. You're feeding into a world that will feed you back to the world, to spit you back out into the world, to feed it back into the world. I don't know if you can see that. Spiritually, I can see it. It's a recycle sign that I'm seeing, a recycle sign. The world is spitting you out. It's vomiting you out, literally. So you sitting there with vomit, world vomit all over you. Your old past lovers, your old past lies, your old past shame, your old past deceit, your old past abuse, your old past child abuse. Everything you've been through is being vomited back on you. So then you running back into the world to be ate up again, to be spit back out again, to run back. Y'all see that? Oh my goodness. And so what's happening is, now that you're continually seeking happiness in the world, you're depleting inside and you're walking dead. I had to lose everything, because that's when I knew I have nothing more but just a prayer. I don't know if it means anything, but in my heart, it's either death or this prayer that I'm going to pray. And I prayed that prayer in my heart for God to save me. And I yelled out the name of Jesus, and he saved me. But then when he saved me, I didn't run back into the world with it. I ran into the Bible. I would spend years alone, years isolated and secluded, and the things that I thought I needed, and I was crying for, oh, I want to be around people in the holidays, or I want to do this, I want to do that, I wish I had a man, I wish I had a family, I wish I had life and laughter all around me. I had those thoughts, but my desire to know more about who saved me stopped fidgeting, Dakari. I had to stop that. Because somebody needs to hear this. See, the Lord said in the Word of God, they that have the Spirit of God that knows him will hear us. He says those that don't know God won't hear us. So I don't mind if you don't hear. But if you hear, I want you to understand this. My God. My goodness gracious. I kept seeking him. I didn't let it go. I never let it go. Even when it was at my worst. And it has gotten so low sometimes in this journey. I have been revealed. I see something coming forth that I have never seen before in my mirror. I recognize myself because I feel like I'm starting to see strength. And I never saw that before. The world couldn't give it to me. They can give me compliments, but they could never give me strength. The world could provide for me that it thought it could, but when it was taken from me, I had nothing. God provides, and nothing can take that from you. And if it does, he's going to always give you back better. Because the hard time that you went through of losing it in the first place, you're going to gain more of yourself with God. Your personality is going to come forth more through your resilience and your endurance of going through that pain, that when you do come out, what you was praying for might not even be as important as your freedom. Because what you was praying for was just a catalyst. It was only a vessel. It was never meant to complete you. God completes you. He sees you and he hears you. The world don't always see you and hear you. In fact, what he does is hearing what he wants to hear from you, because he wants to take something back from you. But it's going to give you something. It's never going to give you back exactly what you asked it. You ever seen that movie when you talk to the genie and the genie give it to you, but it's always tied to something that's going to tear you down, or it's always never the way you really wanted it? That's what the world gives you. You think you got it, and it looks good, and it's good to be impressed by how you look and how things make you look, your career and everything. But if it's not true happiness, then it's really taking what's pure out of you. And never lose your heart. Never lose your soul to the world. Because if you gain the world and lose your soul, you have gained nothing at all. Never lose who you truly are, who you really are. Do not limit yourself to a point where nobody can even touch you anymore in your heart because you've closed it from pain. And you keep on seeking it, that happiness and that completion back in the same world that didn't even treat you right, that put you down in the first place. I hope this is helping you. I feel like now we're getting to a point where I've made it very clear. In fact, God gave me a vision a couple of days ago about how when you're at a movie theater and you're sitting there and you're watching everything, and the person that you love is sitting laying. I know me and my ex, we would go to the movies, but it would become like our living room. We would lift up that armrest, and then we would get like, I would bring a blanket from home. I didn't do the pillow thing, but I would take his jacket and put it behind my head, and we would cuddle under the covers the same way we would do at home. We would watch the movie, right? That's the vision God gave me. But he replaced my ex with him, with God. And I'm looking at the screen and I see me. I see everything concerning me, a situation. I see me in my life, living my life. Just an everyday thing. Nothing crazy, just an everyday living my life. I'm looking at it. I'm like watching myself in a fishbowl, kind of like I can see it. The Lord explained to me that that's how your journey is. You can't change the characters in the picture, in the movie that you see. You can change how you react to what they do. You can change, and you can control how you handle them after they've hurt you. You can control how you do what you do, but you can't control what they do. God is sitting next to me in this movie theater with just me and him, a private, secluded. It's only 2 seats, 1 love seat. No other seats around us, just me and him watching my life. And he's telling me to stop trying to control those people's feelings and emotions and even how they feel about you, Dakari, and control how you react to how they have treated you. And how do you do that, Dakari? Is you lean in on me. Lean in this love seat on me as we're watching this, your life together. But you gotta lean to me, because I'm gonna show you how to get out of it. And at some time, I'm gonna have you close your eyes for a second. When you open your eyes, you're gonna be in a whole new scene, and you're gonna look more beautiful than you've ever looked. Your life is gonna be different. But until we get to that scene, I'm gonna help you in this scene.